happy baby stretch. We're gonna find our way all the way down onto our back. So find your way down there, and there's two different ways you can do this. You can do single leg, you can do both legs at the same time. I'm gonna do single leg to start, just to show you what we got going on. So we're gonna bring one knee up towards the chest. You're either gonna grab onto your toe, you can grab onto the inside of your foot, grab on the outside, your ankles, whatever. Or if you can't reach your limb, your arms are too short for your flexibility and your hamstrings, all that kind of stuff, grab a skipping rope, grab a strap, grab a towel, something, just wrap around your foot and then you can hold here, okay? It's the same position, just gonna be a difference of how long are your limbs and how flexible are your ligaments in your body, okay? So regardless of how you're holding on here, you're going to pull the knee towards the armpit and then push your foot into whatever's holding on. So if it's your hand, push your foot into it. So you get a little bit of that active tension from leg to arm. If you have a strap or a towel, same thing, you can push into it and just make sure you have good resistance from your hand here while you sit in this position. Now there's a few things to think about aside from hand placement or knee placement, and one of the biggest ones is your tailbone. So you can extend your other leg out if that feels good for you. But regardless of where you're at today, I want you to make sure that you're not rounded the tailbone up off the ground. Try to push it back down, get some length out of your spine, and feel that beautiful stretch through the groin and into the low back. Now you can always stay in one spot or you can rock it out. If you're doing single side, make sure that you're going to switch it out to other side as well. Or we can double up. So hands on the insides of your feet or outsides, whatever works best for you. Pay attention to where your knees naturally want to go. Do they naturally want to come into the middle of your chest? Do they naturally want to go wide? Where do they go? And just listen to that. Recognize that. And when you can, try to push the knees towards the armpits, push the low back into the ground, pull on those feet so that they're pulling towards you, and then create a little bit of pressure by pushing back into your feet. We're going to hang out there for 3, 2, 1. Release the pressure out of the feet. I like to just drop them closer towards my sit bones. Find that makes it a little bit so I don't have as much tension. And then when I'm ready to come back to 90 degrees, pull back down, push back into those fingertips or whatever's holding onto your feet there. And then you can always rock it out. I always think like a baby staring at their mobile, right? Like looking up in their crib or staring at their mom or staring at whatever little thing they have above their head. Very rarely do they just sit still and stare. Most of the time they're moving around, playing a little bit. Feel free to do the same thing. You don't need to be super strict in your body. You can just move around a little bit and create a little bit more comfort while you're here. When you're ready to move on from this, you're going to pull the heels down towards your bum, and then you can just either sit straight up like you're doing a coffin sit-up, or you can roll out and on to your side here. And then we're gonna move on from your happy baby.